Welcome to your core practice. Go ahead and come to lying on your back. Just settle in first, making sure that your lower back feels comfortable and released. Allow your body weight to settle to the floor. Let your shoulders, neck release. Take in some deep breaths and some exhales. So we're starting with the core today because often it is the most vulnerable place that we feel as mothers and women. We've seen our belly stretch out multiple times and maybe not quite come back into the same shape that it used to be. And we can hold extra weight here. We can hold tension here. We can hold stress here. So there's a lot that's happened in this area. And we could use some healing in this area, some honoring in this area, and some strengthening in this area. So when I settle down onto the floor to start my core work, instead of just going right into it, like we go into so much of our lives just with will and force and getting it done, I like to first just relax and just give my body signals that it is okay. It is okay how it is in this moment. I'm not trying to make my body be different or make my stomach be different. So just taking a big breath, sigh it away, close your eyes. Let's stay here for 3 more breaths. Go ahead and place your hand on your belly. Inhale and then slow exhale. Letting your belly move back into shape. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alright, now we'll start some strengthening practice. So bend your knees, placing your feet flat on the mat. We'll start with some knee fallouts. So we'll start with the left side. We'll place our hands, bring your hands into a triangle shape. Place them on your lower belly. You'll feel the points of your hip bones. And see if, after an exhale, if you can tighten your lower abs, pressing down with your hands, and see if you can feel some firmness just above the pubic bone between the hip points. There should be some firmness in the lower abs. And this is the transverse abdominis engaging. So we're not up here in what we think of as that six-pack area. I haven't had a six-pack or seen a six-pack in decades, but the rectus abdominis would be the six-pack area. So this is lower. We're trying to find the transverse abdominis layer, which wraps underneath the entire abdominal region, but we can really feel it engaging in the lower part of our belly. So we'll take an inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the lower abs, press down with the hands. See if you can feel that firmness. And that firmness in that area is what we're looking for through our entire abdominal practice, always. Not just today, but in every core practice that we do, we should have that deepest layer of the abdominals engaging. And that helps us to know that we're practicing our core work in a safe way. So in my body, if I feel my obliques over engaging, I know that I'm placing too much pressure on my abdomen. It's too much internal abdominal pressure, and it's just going to make the abdominal separation worse. So I want to make sure that I'm feeling closing in of my core, and I'm feeling the engagement in the lower abs. So for our knee fallouts, what we'll do is on the inhale, we'll let our left knee fall outward about halfway to the ground. We're keeping our right leg steady in place. We're feeling the firmness in this lower abdominal region, especially on the exhale. So we'll exhale to return to center. So let's move through a set of these. Inhale, fall out. Exhale, squeeze the lower abs. Inhale, fall out. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now we'll go to the right side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now we'll do a double knee fall out, and this time we'll start to engage that pelvic floor. So even though we're focusing on core work right now, we can invite some pelvic floor work to support that abdominal work. So we'll inhale, let both knees fall out. On the exhale, squeeze the lower abdominals, transverse abdominis, and the pelvic floor. So it should feel like a Kegel exercise where you're squeezing up and in. So exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Release the abdominals and pelvic floor on the inhale, and then squeeze on the exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Continue. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, go ahead and bring the knees down to the mat, legs long on the floor. Straighten out the legs. We'll let the belly move towards the floor, tucking the pelvis under slightly, so tucking that tailbone. And it'll just lengthen out a little bit of the arch in the back. So you should still be able to slide your hands between your back and your mat. You don't want to press your back completely flat. That would make for a really big tailbone tuck. So we don't need to go that far, but we also don't want a big arc in our spine. And that, if there's too big of an arc, then the abdominals won't be engaged in a safe way. So find slight tuck of the tailbone, just enough to just barely bring your hands between your back and the mat. That slight tuck, if your legs are straight, you'll find that your quads will start to engage. Point your toes up towards the sky. Now we'll bring our hands behind our head. So it's like we're preparing for a traditional crunch, but we will be keeping our legs straight the entire time. And by keeping our legs straight, it's going to release some of the effort on the obliques, and we'll focus in on the center abdominals. You'll notice that your rectus abdominis is also engaging, as well as, and most importantly, the deep layers, transverse abdominis. So we'll bring our hands behind our head, squeezing those quads, toes upward, tailbone slightly tucked under, and we'll move through some slow crunches, just enough to feel the bottom of the shoulder blades. And down, up, feeling very strong through the center of the abs, tuning in to the lower portion of the abdominals between the hip points and the pubic bone, feeling that that is squeezing and engaging, and we're feeling a column of strength right through the center of our abdominal region. Let's move through sets of 10. So I've done 3, so we'll do 7 more. Nice slow movements. I think that was 9. Do one more. Okay. That's straight-legged crunches. Now we'll stretch out for a moment, nice and long. And then we'll bring our feet flat back to the mat. And we'll move through some toe taps. Bring the hands to the same place, lower abdominals. As we move through this work, we want to feel that lower abdominal region engaging. And we'll just lift the right foot, tap the toe, move through 10 toe taps. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that foot flat. We'll do the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll release. Inhale, and on the exhale, squeezing the lower belly. Right side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Exhale. We'll do one more set. Inhale. Engage the lower belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left side. You can be taking shallow breaths through all of the core work, but making sure to continue that engagement of the deep abdominal layers. 9, 10. Oh, squeeze our knees to our chest. A little rock from side to side, massaging out the lower back. Feet to the mat again. Now we'll be bringing our knees to our chest, one at a time. And this is my substitute for the yoga bicycles that I talked about that I know are not good for me. So the traditional yoga bicycles would be in a crunch position and we're doing this back and forth. I can just feel it does this to me. It's just too much engagement on the obliques. And that's where it's supposed to target. It's supposed to target the obliques. But if you have abdominal separation, the over-engagement of the obliques just further stretches the center apart, and you might have some connective tissue that starts to accumulate around the spine and some soreness in there because those obliques keep just pulling everything out to the side and getting stuck around the back area, which can add to the lower back pain. So for knees to chest, what we do is we'll keep our hands down low so we can keep in tune with that engagement. Slight tuck of the tailbone. And then it's similar to toe taps, except when we lift our leg, we're going to bring our knee all the way into our chest, and you'll feel it really target the lower abdominal region. And instead of doing one leg at a time, we're going to alternate. Bring it in, right side, left side, right, left, right, and really enjoy that final squeeze when you get your knee all the way to your chest. You should feel those lower abs working. Right, left, right, left, right, left. One more each side, and release. Now for a release in between, let's open up our legs to recline butterfly. You can bring your arms above your head in a triple diamond. So diamond shape in the legs and the arms and between the forefingers and thumbs. And just really let everything open and release here. Inhale, side away. One more inhale. And exhale. We'll do one more set of knees to chest. Hands on the belly, and begin. Go 4 more on each side. That's 3, 2, and 1. And release long on the mat. We have one more core exercise to go through, so we'll get back into the shape where our legs are long on the mat, quads engaged, feet pointed up, toes pointed up, tailbone slightly tucked, hands behind the head. And now we'll do super slow round ups, and then we'll hold here. Every exhale, squeeze your belly closer to your spine. If you feel your obliques engaging too much, just back off, move closer to the ground. You may be just rounding up too high. I'm feeling my shoulder blades. I'm feeling the center of my belly engaged, feeling my low belly engaged. Holding here. And release. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhale. Exhale, bring the belly to the spine. Slowly round up. Hold here. Feel that strong belly in the center. Strong in the low abdominals. Working that deepest layer. And release. One more. Inhale. Round up. This time we'll add some gentle rocking. Just from side to side. Not enough to really engage the obliques. We're still targeting the center abdominals. So the transverse abdominis, the rectus abdominis, but we're really targeting either side around that belly button area, cinching and strengthening towards the center. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, bring your knees to your chest. Gentle rocking, release the lower back, take some deep breaths. And then to get up, we'll roll to one side and we'll press up to a seat. Good job on the core work, mamas.